Bro, if you bet on esport player props, let me show you a tool that you must use before you build your slips. Check it out. This is called Pickfinder.app. Pickfinder.app, first of all, is going to remind you something similar to Outlier. As you can see, historical data for WNBA, NFL, college football, MLB. However, what separates Pickfinder from any other data analysis tool is it has historical data for esports. I don't know if you understand how big this is. I personally have never had historical data for esports. I haven't been betting on esports for a long time, but most of you know that I'm a plus EV better. I'm down with daily grind fantasy. But the only thing that was missing from my repertoire, my tool set, my arsenal, was historical data from esports. Let's take a look. I have CS2 selected. And to make this like a real world example, I'm gonna jump over to daily grind fantasy. I'm gonna go to Underdog, and I want to see what esports plays are available right now. I'm gonna flip over to Underdog. What was I on Fliff? This is Underdog, and I'm looking for any esports that I could go dig in. So I'm gonna select CS2 and League of Legends, right? Boom, I got those selected. Let's see what they have. I probably have to hit refresh again. With CS2 and League of Legends selected, we're gonna see what sharp players are available on esports, and then I'm gonna hop over to Pickfinder. As you can see, there's no value on any of esports players. I have League of Legends and CS2 selected. There isn't any value. But let's take Nodios, maps 1 or 2 headshots, under 16.5. This is why this is a must-have. I'll go over to Pickfinder, look up Nodios, and then I'm gonna click it. We were on Underdog, right? So, and then we was on maps 1 or 2 headshots. Bam, maps 1 or 2 headshots. Look at the line. There's the line at Underdog, 16.5. Bang. We look at the line and see in the last 10 games, it has a 40% hit rate. He's averaged 16.5 headshots over maps 1 and 2 in the last 10 matchups. Last 15, 40% hit rate, also averaging 16. In the last 5, it has a 60% hit rate, and he's also averaging 16. The line is at 16.5. Just from the data, it's not a sharp play, meaning it's not extremely valuable according to the rest of the books that set lines and odds for this player. However, we can look at the historical data and see that the average at 16 is only high because of the couple of outliers game that brought the rest of them up. And then not only that, we see that it doesn't have a consistent hit rate at 16.5 headshots. And now we could go over to the opponent tab, see who he plays against, and see if there's any history. There isn't, not at the moment. But then you can see we got supporting stats, KD, kills per map, headshot percentage, expected headshots per map is 8, kills. This is fucking dope. This is Pickfinder.app. You know what I mean? The link is in the description. Using that link or using the code ReallyRico will get you 10% off for life. And before I continue, I want to tell you something. This price will not remain as low as it is. There's no way that this price should be this low, but the fact that it is, and I'm able to present it to you right now, you have to jump on it. There's multiple levels you can take. The monthly is probably $9.99, but if you get the quarterly or the yearly, obviously is a lower price. However, this price will not remain the same. Again, if you lock in this price right now, that price will remain the same for your life of your subscription, as well as using the link in the description or code ReallyRico will get you 10% off the life of your subscription. Now, that's just one little case scenario here with CS2. Historical data for CS2 is a necessity. We've never had it. And for sharp players or anyone who's using plus EV bets, we never look them up. We never dig them up. Now, if I go over and just select all, so we have all sports available, see where there's any value. There's UFC. I don't think it has UFC there, with those being the first two. But here, Bryson Nesbitt, receiving yards over 19.5. Let's go check him out. Let's go check him out on Pickfinder.app. We go to college football, and we're gonna place Nesbitt in this bitch. And then here at 19.5, I think it was on Underdog. The line is already there. However, you know, first game of the season, he may be even new to this team, or maybe even his first game or first season. But you see, there's no data here. I really have no idea. It's showing me 2023 and 2024 season. I have no idea if he's played last year, but this is just an example. Again, Go back here and let's find somebody in the NFL. Oh, here we go. We got somebody in the MLB. Let's go and see what Kikuchi fantasy score. Oh, I'm not sure if it has fantasy scores. That's another thing I get to look through because I'm being the first one to present it. I get to look through and see what can be added. I need to click over the MLB. Even if you're on the all tab, it should show up for everybody. Kikuchi, 4.5. They got earned runs, hits allowed, pitcher strikeouts, earned runs, hits allowed. I'm gonna click in the one so we can see what's all on the filters to drop down. And here's the drop down. It has innings pitch, hits allowed, walks allowed, earned runs, innings pitch again. I wonder why that's on that twice. Pitcher strikeout and batter strikeouts, which I think is really cool. But I think I would like to have that fantasy score. We do know that Prize Picks and Underdog are the only ones that have the fantasy score, but still, you can't go wrong with this. And again, here's a Goblin at 4.5. Kikuchi is a Goblin at 4.5, so you can see he's crushing that line over the last 10 games. That has a 90% hit rate, and he's averaging 7 strikeouts over the last 10 matchups. Same with the last 15 and the last 5. But also a cool thing that you can do here that you can't do on other data analysis tool is change the line. Let's say I wanted this bitch at 7. Oh, let's see what the other lines are. They might have the regular line on here. There's one at 7.5, which is a demon. You can quickly pop it over there. Or if you wanted to see how he's done with an extraordinary line, like setting it at 10. You know what I mean? Like, this is unmatched already. And I'm in touch with the developers and the owners, and they let me know about all the updates that are coming. And actually wanted to hold off going public or hold off launching until they had everything set up. But they've pushed out a ton of updates over the last week or so. And again, you cannot go wrong having Pfinder.app if only for esports. Now I'm going to go back to Datagram Fantasy and find me another. There was no esports value. Let's check on Prize Picks. That was on Underdog. We're gonna check on Prize Picks, and we're looking for any esports here. And this League of Legends Canyon. That's Canyon has maps 1 to 3. I'm gonna copy this. Canyon maps 1 to 3, under 6.5 kills. Let's go to League of Legends, bro. Especially League of Legends is what I needed it for. What I wanted it for the most. So we have Canyon here, and that was on what Prize Picks. Let's go to Prize Picks. Maps 1 to 3 kills a line at 6.5. You can see the Prize Pick line is selected, but you could also adjust for alt lines. Over the last 10 matches, this has a 25% hit rate. Was it over? Oh, under 6.5. Yeah, okay. And you can see kind of why. And averaging 6.5 because that one outlier game bringing the rest of those numbers up. In the last 5, it has a 25% hit rate, also averaging 6.5. But let's look at the opponent and see who he faces off. Oh, picked off Oklahoma State. Oh, he going pick. That's a pick 6. Touchdown. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Anyway, you see against the opponent that he's about to face, he's never gone over 6.5. Surprise, the line looks good for us. And look, we were never able to do this. I was never able to look up Canyon, maps 1 to 3, kills under 6.5. It's extremely short. This will be on my ticket anyway. You know what I mean? So when I'm able to look up a plus EV play, I'm playing this anyway. And then I get to go and look up the historical data, plus to look up matchup data head to head, and even more to see his last 10 games via a game log. Maps 1 and 2 kills, maps 1 and 2 assists, maps 1 and 3 kills. This is on League of Legends. We've never had this. We've never had historical data for esports. I keep saying I've never had historical data for esports. This is a game changer. So that's an automatic play. Let me find another esports play. Let's see if he's on CS2. Copy. It's maps 1 to 2 headshots under 15. Go back to League of Legends. Go back to Pfinder.app. It's on CS2. I'm gonna select the CS2 tab. You can also just search from the Alt tab. Alt tab. I don't find him there. Go to CS2 because it has a weird ass name just with 2 letters. And I also don't see him here. So look, because I don't see him in the projections, I'm gonna go to the players, and I might have to even put in the team. It's IM. I might even have to put in the team name to find them because putting in IM is a weird ass name, you know? Let's try it's IM. He played for Natus. Let's try someone with a normal fucking name that might pull up easily. I don't see any more CS2 plays, but here's a League of Legends play. Copy. And let's go back and look. Another little cool feature that I'm going to show you after I look up Ken real quick. And let's go back to see what Ken line was. League of Legends, maps 1 and 3 kills under 8.5. Go back here. You see League of Legends be on map 1 to 3 kills. Let's see if there's a line there. Bang is at 9 on PrizePicks. We saw that 8.5 on something. What was it? Right here. Oh, this is on PrizePicks. The line just got bumped. Let's hit refresh. And Ken is still at 8.5. However, if that's the case, we can always go boom. You know what I mean? This is incredible just for that little thing there. And then another quick update. I saw the hover over showed you maps 1, 2, and 3. It shows you the kills, not just maps 1 and 3, but what he got on map 1, map 2, and map 3. That's phenomenal, bro. That's phenomenal. And then we under 8.5 on the sharp play. Let's go look at the historical data, who they play against next. If he played them before, he's played them twice. Most recently, he's went under earlier this year. In April, he went over. You know what I mean? Like this alone, just for the esports alone, is winning. You know what I mean? If it only had esports, I would buy this. If it only had esports, I would promote this. If it only had esports, this is still one of the most valuable tools available. If it only had esports, but it has WNBA, NFL, college football, MLB, and not only that. Let me show you something else this bitch could do. For example, let's say I'm gonna play some demons. I'm gonna filter through the demons, and let's say I already had them in mind. I'm gonna take Brittany Griner over. I'm gonna take Natasha Cloud over 2 over, and I'm gonna take Skylar Diggins over 19.5 points. You know what I'm saying? And click over. And as you can see, it built a little slip over here. Now, just by selecting the stars, it builds a little slip over here. Now, let me show you. I click PrizePicks. Bang! Open PrizePicks. Log me in and drop the slip in that bitch. Come on, bruh. What do you mean? Come on, bruh. Look at the demons. Brittany, Natasha, Skylar. Let's go back to Pfinder. Brittany, Natasha, Skylar. And I could just quickly drop that bitch in. I'm not getting bumped. I'm not missing any line changes. Am I going to play this? How much is that? Am I going to play this? It's $5. Am I going to play? But again, I just quickly hit the projection. I didn't dig in any data. I just wanted to show you that you can click them, hit one button, open up PrizePicks, logs you in, fills in the slip. Just like the one-click AI tool on Daily Grind Fantasy. Also, Outlier has something similar for PrizePicks. I think most of these tools have the one-click to PrizePicks. I had no idea that Pfinder did. I had no idea that this did. And let's get off the demons and go back to the any model. Go back to any modifiers. Put the whole list up there, and then I'm gonna clear these off because I don't want to keep these in there. But this is like is there another tool like this that shows historical data for esports? If there is, how much is it? Does it include all these other sports? And are you able to do all that this does? And I don't think so. This is pickfinder.app. The link is in the description. You bet on esports. If you play player props, if you bet on esports player props, tell me why you don't need the historical data for esports only. And then the price that this tool is right now, knowing that price is going up, tell me why you wouldn't want to hop on right now and lock this price in. This is pickfinder.app. The link is in the description below. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace.